Hey guys, well, welcome back to Music Talk with John. Today I am unboxing my Neil Young official release series discs 22, 23 plus 24 and 25. So I don't know what that means, why they did it like that. It was a weird thing. I don't know why they just didn't say 22 through 25, but they had I don't know what that is. Don't know. But maybe it's because there's extra material. I don't know. I don't have the whole archive thing. I probably have stuff here and there within my collection. I don't really follow it that much. I just kind of pick up stuff here and there that I like. But this I had to have because I've been looking for Freedom forever on vinyl and I haven't found it, and I got it in here. And I think Mazzy, yeah, it was Mazzy that did a listening to this and a video, and he really liked, because he had a original of the Freedom album that came out, was that late 80s, early 90s, and he said this one sounds good. So this is Neil Young Official Release Series Volume 5, and numbered limited edition. Box set includes Freedom, which is a 2 LP set, Ragged Glory, which is expanded, and it's a 3 LP set. It's got a little star, remastered from the original analog recordings that Bernie Grundman mastering. So Weld is a 3 LP, which is a live set, I believe, in ARC. I have that on CD, and I believe that's just like an experimental noise kind of thing from what I remember. And you can visit neilyoungarchives.com for high-res audio and more. So, like I said, it has these albums right here. This is the selling point for me with Freedom. Then you have Neil Young with Crazy Horse, Ragged Glory. I think that was just a studio album. Then you had a live Weld. These came as like a 3 CD set originally, I believe, and those are really hard to get a hold of from what I understand. So let's open it up and take a look. And what I'll probably do, I'll probably do a listening to it and let you guys know. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. But I did finish the Clapton recently. Just made my way all the way through it. Took my time with it. Loved every bit of it. There was a couple points on there where I actually got goosebumps, and that you can't beat that, right? When you get the goosebumps listening to a song, especially an album that you've had. I've had the CDs since, what, the 90s. Haven't listened to it a lot, but then when I played this, and it was Holy Mother, and with the orchestra, and there was another song with an orchestra. Can't remember the name, but the goosebumps and the hair stood up on my arms. It was really cool. I like with the orchestration. Some of it I'm like, I don't really understood why he did with the orchestra. Some of it felt like rock, and then it kind of faded into an orchestra. Couldn't hear it in parts, but then at the end you could hear the orchestra. But then there were some songs like Holy Mother that were surrounded by the strings and all that stuff going on. But overall, it was a good sounding set, not a pop on there. And I'm really glad I picked that up. I'd like to hear all the different versions of the songs that he did, so I can recommend that. The Eric Clapton, it was the definitive 24 Nights collection on vinyl. So let's get back to Neil here. I'll keep that hype. I always kind of cut my hype out and put it into the box when I'm done. So let's see what we have here. So I'm going to take this off. Okay, so there you go. There's your lid. Okay, first thing we see here is a little card. I think this was in my Harvest box set too over there. Visit me at neilyoungarchives.com, where you can experience so much more, including thousands of my audio and video recordings, all of the details and memorabilia behind. Yeah, and you can get a personally written newspaper for $19.99 a year. Neil, signed Neil. Okay. So what do we have here? First thing we have is Freedom. So I wonder, it seems like it's, set up like a regular album. I don't usually do that. I usually keep everything in my box set, but if these are set up like albums, I might be taking these out, put them in a slip and putting them with my records. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do that. But here's Neil Young, Freedom, right there. It has, and this was, this is where Neil Young, I woke up to Neil Young basically. Rockin' in the Free World got me, into his voice. There was a time before that I just wouldn't listen to him because of his voice. And Rockin' in the Free World, it had to have been the electric version that I heard first. Just got me into him. My friend played this album for me, and all of a sudden, I'm a Neil Young fan. and that opened the gateway to Harvest. What was the other one? After the Gold Rush, and then I was done. You know, there's just so many albums after that. Harvest Moon, with the Blue Notes. It's just great. But this is cool because they have he starts off acoustic and works into a band from what I remember. And the very first song is Rockin' in a Free World, but he does it acoustic, just him. And I think he plays harmonica on it. And then the very last song on there is Rockin' in a Free World. But that's the rockin' out, distorted version of it. So it's very cool. Yeah, so Rockin' in the Free World, Crime in the City, Don't Cry. That's a good song. Don't Cry, My Sweet Love. Yeah, that's a good song. Hanging on a Limb, El Dorado, The Ways of Love. Someday on Broadway, the Broadway, you know, on Broadway, that one. Wrecking Ball, nice ballad. No More, Too Far Gone, and Rockin' in the Free World. So looking forward to that. So I do have the 2 albums inside. Let's see what they did with it. Okay, so we're on black vinyl. Cardboard sleeves. It's smooth. It's not poly, but it's smooth. Okay, there's your center. I mean, it's black vinyl, so I'm not really going to pull it out of there. Same thing with the other album. This is nice. They put the insert in here. Actually, that's cool. This is the original, I guess, what the album cover would have, sleeve would have looked like. So it has a picture of Neil, and then you have lyrics on this side. So very cool. So I'm happy with that, and they put it in between the 2 albums to kind of keep it in good shape. So nice job. Even though this is cardboard, it is very smooth. It didn't stick to it at all, so I'm pretty happy with that. So let's put these bad boys back in here. And just kind of like a sleeve to hold all of it, but I think I'm gonna put it out here, keep it out of the box. These boxes they make these days, it's hard to find a spot for them because I have like a sort of like a basket over there where I keep my box sets, but Harvest and the Clapton and I think this one too were just too big to actually fit into those bins. They were too tall to slide back in. So all right, the next one is Weld. I thought the next one would have been Ragged Glory. So let's see, here's Ragged Glory. At least that's kind of the order they had it in over there. I don't know. On the box. All right, so I'll pull Ragged Glory out, same thing. It's contains the albums in there. And here's your front, here's your back. This is a good shape, no seam splits on that one over there. I'll give you a look at this one. Okay. So, all right, looks like the same thing. You get the original record sleeve. Nothing on that side, and then you have, looks like some pics and some credits right there. Black vinyl. It's Reprise Records, same sort of middle there. That's the same. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those look good. Everything looks good. I don't see any seam splits. So all that looks nice. Looks like good presentation so far. And it has the Neil Young, I can see it right here, sort of. When you see that, that's part of, they're all numbered. Whenever you see this, it says Neil NY, and then it has like a number there. So there's a series, and I guess that's the whole archive series. He's putting all his stuff in order in some way. Then you have Weld. Again, this looks really good. Like everything looks nice, no issues, no bangs, no corners messed up. This one they actually put as like a double album. So that was kind of cool. I don't know if this is how it originally came or not. I don't even own this one on CD. And well, I told you the stuff on Freedom, sorry. On Ragged Glory, it says Smell the Horse. You have, I don't even know how to start. Okay, side 5. Oh, this has the song Effin' Up. So I remember this. I remember the album. Country Home, White Line, Effin' Up. I think it's like, why do I keep effing up or whatever. Over and Over, Love to Burn, Farmer John, Mansion on the Hill, Days That Used to Be, For Love and Only Love, Mother Earth, Natural Anthem, Interstate, Don't Spook the Horse, Boxcar, and Born to Run. So that's what's on there. So Weld, showed you the inside of that. Cool picture of Neil rocking it. This has Hey Hey My My Into the Black, oh yeah. Crime in the City, Blown in the Wind, Welfare Mothers, Love to Burn, Cinnamon Girl, Mansion on the Hill, Effin' Up, Cortez the Killer, Powderfinger. So yeah, you can tell this is a live concert after both of these because it contains things from Ragged Glory and from Freedom. Powderfinger, Love and Only Love, Rockin' in the Free World, Like a Hurricane, Farmer John, Tonight's the Night, Roll Another Number for the Road. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Very cool. See if there's anything. It has the same center, it's black vinyl. Everything looks good there. And it has the 3 albums, no insert to it, but they made this into a double. So yeah, I'm gonna just take these out of the box and put them into my collection. All right, then we have Arc. And I believe Arc, from what I remember, is just this wall, this sound thing. There's a moment in my life that I won't talk about too much. I may or may not have been under a controlled substance and listened to that and really could still remember it, what I saw, what I thought I saw. But anyway, that was back when. But yeah, this is just a total wall. I just remember being, like I said, just this weird all music, no vocals, and just taking you different places musically. But it was done live also, so it's not like you're breaking into orchestra or anything like that. It was just, you have to hear it. I don't know how to describe it, but I remember Arc being interesting listen. That's a cool pic of Nick, so they had that insert. Black vinyl, again, they have it on the paper, and the reprise look. So very cool. I'm excited. Everything looks good. Nice presentation. I think they did a good job giving enough space, which was nice, like in here for it to slide in there. That's always important because a lot of times I get it and I have to squeeze them in there, and these seem to go in there nice and smooth. Shouldn't do them both at the same time probably, but yeah, I'm excited to listen to this. If you guys have this, see how nice it just goes in there. There's some space. If you guys have this, or if you've listened to it, let me know. If you have a CD version of it or whatever, let me know in the comments there. So I'm going to go ahead and get these bad boys cataloged, and going to get them listened to, and I'll get them into my collection. So that's what I have for you guys today. I might do a follow-up video. It just really depends on how it goes, to let you know what I thought about it. I might just talk about it like I did with the Clapton today. Just kind of mentioned it, kind of there. But we'll see how life takes me. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. And like I said, leave the comments below your thoughts on Neil Young, your thoughts on these albums. That'd be cool to hear from you. And until next time, I hope you guys are enjoying your music. Okay, bye.